welcome back to another video. It's Brianna Ray from DIY, and I'm here to bring you another super fun DIY. So, fun fact, I'm getting married. I don't think I've ever actually said it in a video. I know I made a community post about it, like, not too long after it happened, but I am officially engaged, which means wedding DIYs are upon us, and also baby DIYs because my sister is pregnant, so I'm going to be spoiling babies out the wazoo. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm actually going to attempt to make my own wedding bouquet. I have a particular wedding theme picked out. It's going to be a lot of natural neutral greens and lilac, kind of lavender-y colors. So I really wanted to have a heavily purple bouquet and a lot of greenery, specifically lavender and eucalyptus. I feel nervous because I've never done something like this at all, ever, and I'm so afraid I'm gonna mess it up. So we're gonna go through this journey together. My ideal goal is that I would like to make a cascading bouquet, one of those ones that kind of fall forward a little bit. I'm really nervous and I'm stalling, so I guess it's time for bring out the flowers. So the first thing that you're going to need, at least the first thing that I decided I needed, is a bridal bouquet, like, template, I guess. You're supposed to put the flowers in there, and they sold a little handle separately that comes with floral foam. So you're supposed to just kind of stick it in there like that, I guess. This is not quite enough foam for as big of a bouquet as I want. So the recommendation that I got was to get a half of a 6-inch ball and then kind of place it over top, cut a hole out and place it over top so that I have more surface area for more flowers. And that is essentially going to be our first step. So let's crack this boy open and start cutting out a circle inside and get some glue. I don't think I've ever been so nervous about a DIY. So I'm just gonna flip this over. I've unpackaged already, and I'm gonna find a nice center point here. Obviously it's not gonna balance on its own. And just kind of mark where I need to cut with a permanent marker. Alright, I think I got it just about done. It fits pretty far in. I was afraid to cut much further because I was afraid I was going to just pop right a hole in the top, and I didn't want that. So obviously, even when I stick something in, it's still going to have the floral foam in the center to really keep it together. And the best part is, even when I put this on, and this is what I was worried about, again, I'm going to make a decision on what to do exactly with this lace or tool towards the end, but when I put this in, I could theoretically glue it flat, and we wouldn't have any open seams on the outside, and that's kind of what I was going for. So I guess now is actually the time to show you the flowers I got. So because I was going for eucalyptus and lavender, I obviously went straight to the eucalyptus section first, and I ended up buying 2 different sprays or sprigs. I'm not sure what they're called at the store. It kind of depended. But I wanted to get... Are you really going potty right now? Okay, I'll let you go potty. Okay, so eucalyptus. I got 2 different styles. This is the first set, and I got 2 or 3 of these. This is the second, and the leaves are huge on it, and it's ginormous. The last thing of dedicated greenery is these flocked. They're soft is what I mean by flocked, like they're covered in that powder stuff, which I believe is called flocking powder. And they're like these little buds or balls, almost like a string of pearls, but in a a spray formation. And I thought that this would look really nice with these flocked lavender that I bought, which is the first in the flower collection. You can see they both kind of have this fuzzy texture on them. As far as realistic flowers go, these ones don't quite make the cut. They're more lavender, but I like the color variety. So I'm probably going to pull the ones that I think look the best off of these darker ones, just to kind of add a little splash of something a little bit more vibrant. And these that almost look like lilacs, they didn't have any faux lilacs at the store, and that was something that we were really interested in, was lilac flowers and wisterias. And the last 2 I got were, 1, these absolutely gorgeous wisteria, and lastly hydrangeas. So now really the matter of things to do is going to be organizing these. So again, I'm stalling, but it's because I'm nervous and I just have to do it, huh? Let's do it. I think I'm just going to cut around the plastic first, and these are my crappy little Dollar Tree wire cutters, which I know is just gonna go super well. Ugh. Okay, that wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. I also do believe that you're supposed to hold it like this so that it goes forward. So then I'm going to need the cascading effect to come down this way. Kind of want to draw that on so I don't forget it, because I absolutely will forget it. I'm just going to put a little arrow this way. I think I'm going to want to remove a couple of these guys. There we go. A little bit tinier. I'm going to want to stab that into my floral foam. Relatively centered, I think. Okay, so I think I'm going to need a second head of hydrangeas. I have a ton of these. They were one of the more inexpensive flowers. And I definitely like the idea of moving quite a few of them around. I left only 2 down here. 2 of the sprays that came in the original like ball on top, and I moved 1 up to the top middle and 1 off to the side, and I think I want another one here, and I do have a couple of wisteria left over so that I can kind of tie in the bottom to the top, and I will be layering them in with the eucalyptus leaves and the lavender. And I definitely think I'm going to do the lavender and the large eucalyptus leaves on the outside. I think I'm going to switch the angle up a little bit so that you can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. Probably just gonna awkwardly show you my door because I have a mirror right next to it, right there. Don't want to give too much away. That way I can keep looking in it, and I like to kind of hold it and see how it looks from the front and see how it looks up above. You know, that way I can kind of get an idea of like what the pictures are gonna look like. I'm very sure that I spent more than an hour on this, but I'm gonna say that's because I really didn't know what I was doing, and I don't think it actually turned out so bad. I really wanted to do the framing with the leaves, which I think actually looks really good. The really nice thing that I just realized about having faux flowers for your wedding flowers as well, or at least in your bouquet, is because everything is wired, I can kind of bend the leaves and the flowers to kind of go in whatever direction I want. And even the plastic parts, I think I could probably heat them up and then bend them a little bit, like with a hairdryer, so it's not so, you know, so it doesn't melt, but maybe enough to kind of cool it into a new position. Plenty of the pieces went all the way through to the foam even in the middle, so it's kind of stuck on there really good. And I haven't actually tried putting this guy on yet, and I wonder how much that's gonna hide. Not a whole bunch, but I think I succeeded in my goal of hiding the lace. Like, I didn't want this to be visible, like, at all. So I feel like I did a pretty good job of making sure that that's not seen. I don't know, I'm kind of happy with the way that it turned out, and especially because I'm so short, it's like a really nice size where when I hold it right like at my navel, it comes up high enough, like it comes right about to my chest, but it drapes like down almost to like the tops of my knees. So I feel like that's actually a pretty good size. I feel these guys aren't even attached, but I might take those out. Kind of set it over here so that it wouldn't like smush, but this is kind of like a nice angle. It looks like really good from this angle. Why? Let's call my mama. Alright, so it's all pretty good. Got the top covered, sides, bottom, underneath, feeling good. I have everything like attached back here, and I did, it didn't quite lay perfectly flat. I did kind of put the flowers in between to kind of fill the gap so that it looks pretty seamless, and overall, I'm quite pleased with it. And I mean, look at it, it's huger than my head. My mom suggested maybe getting some like pearls or like, you know, spaced out like strings to kind of like add to the cascading effect and kind of give it a little bit more of a sparkle, and just something a little bit white to go connect back to my dress a little bit better. Overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out, and I cannot wait to get married. So I think that is all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I'd love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!